Cote cuts in, shoots just wide. Nice move by Cote to thread his way in there. Clement moves it up. To Guzlan. Off the boards and down the edge. Toporowski back to pick it up, and icing called on Chicoutimi. And Toporowski wants to get at Belanger down along the boards after a late hit. And now Lacombe moves in, and Toporowski, meanwhile, is being held back against the boards by one of the linesmen to keep him out of this bracket.
Toporowski aiming for fight number 97 of the year, the 97-0. Dave Maitland and Martin Lacombe. Number 27, Belanger, going down, and Maitland giving it to him down on the ice. Not a good scene at all. And Del Wilson, the discipline chairman, they have to get back into the act before too long if these two teams don't settle down a little bit.
And Toporowski, the guy you would expect to see in the thick of things, has scored it over to the Spokane bench. Linesman giving him orders to stay out of trouble. So, all right, his teammates are causing enough. Bram Banger crash, number 20, was involved. He's being hauled off to the penalty box. Maitland. And now we've got another scrap boiling up just off behind Trevor Kidd. This is Guzlan twisting and turning around. And that is number 29, Bart Cote, on top of him. So the Chiefs. Now we got Thursday Lavallee going at the blue line. And now we've got, now in front of the net, here comes Toporowski. And there's the main event. Toporowski did not lose a fight all year in the Western Hockey League, his teammates were telling me, and now he's tangled up with number 19, Eric Duchesne, right in front of the Chicoutimi bench.
The three separate battles going on right now. Lavallee getting pounded at the blue line by Thurston, a real ugly scene there. Toporowski and Duchesne in front of the Spokane bench, and it looks like there could be trouble there. Brian Maxwell trying to maintain some semblance of order. And down in the corner, we got DJR and Cote going at it. You forgive me for sounding like a bleeding heart, but I think this is a disgrace. There's an elbow smash to the head by Toporowski. Duchesne's father used to be a professional wrestler here in Quebec, and there he took an elbow smash from Toporowski. Another elbow smash. Trevor Kidd getting involved down in another one with his stick, just pushing off Maitland in another clash. Now there's action in the penalty box all over. And this is not exactly what Ed Cadell from the Canadian Hockey League has in mind in terms of selling the game of hockey, game of junior hockey on a national level. These things sometimes happen. And you don't expect them to happen in a classic series. And I remember last year the Memorial Cup in Hamilton. There was very little of this nonsense. Much better played hockey than we've seen so far. I think you can figure any one team, any one player for the blame. It's a group effort.
Well, actually, we've got almost going the game. Things were sort of calming down with the scraps down by Trevor Kidd. But then one of the Chicoutimi players ventured forth from the bench. He was not on the bench, he was standing by the bench, and he ventured forth back into the Spokane zone, and that kind of brought things back to a boil. They were boiling for a few moments, now they're simmering, we will say.